Is that for real?
Live from Studio B at KPRC Channel 2. Houston Life starts now.
Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life. August 25th already. I'm Derek Shore.
I can't even believe it's already August 25th. It's crazy.
A busy August 25th.
Yes.
So many people are rushing to prepare ahead of Hurricane Laura.
I know, and so we are anticipating a lot of updates, and as the storm continues to push forward, and of course, as we get through today's show, really cool stuff. We're preparing for your storm with sort of all these apps that are available.
Yeah, and we often talk about, you know, the historical storms that so many of us, that you certainly have covered and experienced living in Houston for so long. And the interesting thing now is that there's so many new apps on each of our phones. Even if the cell phone towers go down, there's still some apps that will work.
Right.
And so a little later on in today's show, we're going to explore some of those apps to help you stay connected and informed to weather the storm. And it really is a whole new world out there, and helpful information, I think, for people.
Absolutely. We are also going to talk about a budget-friendly food and decor tips to help you throw the best movie night. And we can throw a fun movie night at home for family and just close friends, but a really great way to do this while we're all kind of hunkering down.
Yeah, I think
know.
it's a great way to just sort of, you know, keep your mind off of things,
I know,
right? And they
I
always
know.
say you hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Absolutely.
Though, right?
And you know what's so crazy about when you're talking about all these different apps and things, I was saying this earlier today, that when Hurricane Ike was rolling in, that was actually the day that I got a Twitter account. That day, that early morning hours before Ike came ashore, that was how we communicated back then. This new thing, when the TV goes out, look at this Twitter. We can pay attention. People can let us know if they have electricity or if it's what they're seeing in their neighborhood, because you could post videos to it. It was crazy.
It's so true, too, the update. I get so much news. News outlets and organizations and government organizations will post updates all over Twitter.
Yes.
The Office of Emergency Management, Harris County, the city, and all of that. So I encourage everyone to get out there, and, you know, the latest evacuation zones and zip codes being affected. You can find a lot all in one place.
But it's really crazy when you fast forward the years of where that, you know, in 2008, right? Twitter was just kind of becoming popular.
Well, yeah, people were like tweeting about what sandwich they were having for lunch.
Right.
Well, some
right.
people still do that, right?
Yes.
A little bit awkward. I recommend unfollowing those people. I'm sorry. Hey, so I know hurricane season is in full swing, right? And here we are preparing for a big storm,
yes.
right? Which we hope is not as bad as it could be. But can you believe that today is actually the very first day pumpkin spice lattes
yes.
are available?
I mean,
this is very good news. Yeah, and I think we even have
special
some...
to live. Thank
Well.
you, Katie. Hang on.
Wow, thank you so much,
This
Katie.
is so yummy.
This is... looks delicious.
This is called prop flavor.
We are big budget here
Big
at
budget.
Houston Life.
But y'all know how I feel about my pumpkin spice, my PSLs, right?
In case we forgot, why don't you refresh our memory, Courtney?
Obsessed. Obsessed.
But it's not... Is there even any pumpkin in the pumpkin spice latte?
Well, yeah, I mean, it tastes like not real pumpkin. It just tastes like it.
Isn't it
Come
like
on.
200 chemicals that taste sort of like pumpkin and fall?
Don't take the fun out of it. Please don't.
I'm
You've had
sorry.
them. You've had them.
You know,
I don't have them every day.
I have them, but while I am a coffee drinker, I mean, you know me, I'm like a hardcore... I used to have really fluffy
19
drinks.
shots of espresso.
I get sometimes when I go through the Starbucks drive-thru, I'll get a quad espresso, so
Yes.
a quadruple espresso, and a lot of people only do one shot of espresso. Well, I like to do 4, okay? And I like it black or on the rocks, just a cold.
On the rocks. Iced. On the rocks is for a cocktail. On the rocks, please, shaken, not stirred.
It's on the rocks. Maybe that's why they
I
are
love
so
it.
confused. I'll take a quad on the rocks, and they're always
Shaken.
like, "I'm sorry, what on the?" I'm like, "A quad."
You're on the rocks? What does that mean, sir?
Quad, a quadruple espresso.
I love it.
They do have trouble sometimes understanding my order. Is that why?
That's why.
'Cause I've
It should
been
just be
ordering
ice.
On the rocks?
Just say ice.
Listen, you can say on the rocks.
I love it though. It just makes it extra. I love it.
For any of our barista friends out there, could you please message me on Twitter?
I love it. I'm going to start saying on the rocks now. On the rocks, please.
I'll take
My
a
thing
quad
is,
espresso on the rocks.
I do a lot of mobile orders if I'm going to go to Starbucks site, so I don't have to sit in the line, and I can do that. But and truth be told, I was super excited about this day. It was actually in my calendar that the PSLs were out.
And you totally forgot.
Didn't get one. Well, because I was a little numb, and I had, you know, it was hard for me to drink, and the straw was.
She went to the dentist this morning. You just assume people know that.
I know. Well, I just got off of Facebook Live. You're right. Let me update everybody. I did. I had to go to the dentist today, so I had my little numbing
Courtney
situation.
has a sleeping condition, so when she wakes up, she drools all over herself. She can't help it. It happens every day. So sometimes she has to skip Starbucks because of that. Can't order my
Totally
drink.
forgot I didn't say that.
Too busy drooling. Courtney was at the dentist.
Yes, I was at the dentist, so I was a little numb, and so I was trying to drink my coffee at home, and I wasn't sure, am I drooling on myself?
The hand motions in the reenactment. That's what you did. Couldn't you get a straw?
Well, I did, but then I wasn't sure if, like,
Again, the reenactment. I did.
I'm an actor. Scene. I'm learning all of these,
You were
acting
learning.
skills.
Well, now that we are after Days of Our Lives, it's actually very helpful for us to just sit and watch Days of Our Lives, because I feel like we're learning these things, We're
Yes.
learning how to hone our acting skills.
And this just in, everybody. Producer Olivia is talking to us now, and she used to work at Starbucks. She used to be a barista.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, repeat that again. Yes, she's never heard anyone say on the rocks for a drink. This just in.
Well, you need to live a little, Olivia, because there are exciting customers out there like me who are prepared to order a lot of things on the rocks.
I love it though. I think it's just amazing. On the rocks, shaken, not stirred, please. My quad espresso. Can you imagine?
There has got to be some barista or former barista out there viewing Houston Life right now. Could you please let us know?
We just did. Olivia.
She's a former barista, and maybe, I don't know.
Not good enough is what you're saying.
Maybe her skills are a bit rusty as a barista.
Oh, I can't repeat that. I'm not going to say that.
Repeat
what she said.
What did she say?
I don't know. Just saying that she's never heard of it.
I'm not kidding when I tell you sometimes they do have trouble with my order. A quadruple espresso on the rocks. What now?
I love it. I think it's awesome.
No, you don't. You're making fun.
No, I'm not. You know me. I love a good cocktail. So anything on the rocks makes me happy.
We're going to be drinking a lot of cocktails over the next few days.
Yes.
We're playing board games.
I went to go pick up my lunch today at Trace Market. I got a nice little chicken salad.
You went to Trace Market?
I did.
I've been hearing about this place.
You know how I feel about that place. I love it. It's like deep in my soul.
The artichoke dip.
The party ball. Y'all.
That's where you get the party ball.
Everybody needs one of those. But here's the thing, at the checkout, they have
off Westheimer, right near...
Well, I went to the one on Town and Country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and, like Memorial and off Kimberly or over there. Over off Beltway 8.
Oh, that's very helpful.
That way.
I'll be going right over there.
But at the checkout,
That way.
They had all the rosé at the checkout. So I pulled a Hampton water right out of there. It's in my bag in the makeup room. Didn't want to leave it in the car.
Line.
Yes, it's right there.
I thought the checkout line had gum and Cosmo magazine.
Not at Trace Market.
Oh.
Hampton water.
I've been shopping in the wrong place my entire life.
Now there you can order something on the rocks, and I'm sure they would understand. I love Trace Market. Go on the way home. It's so good.
All the lines, though. I mean,
the lines. I had to get
up
gas this morning.
Yeah, Brandon topped off. I plugged in the car to be sure it was charged. And we are, I mean, I was raised Mormon. We had a year food supply for every single member of the family.
But did that drop? You don't do that, right?
Well, we don't buy so much food anymore. I told you the story about my mom and her brown ketchup downstairs once.
Yes.
Mom, this ketchup is 19 years old now, and it's brown. Can we throw it away now? The end of the world hasn't arrived yet. But we do prepare, and we like to go to Costco and stock up so that we have, toilet paper.
Provisions.
Provisions, wipes.
Wipes.
Those are very important.
Very important.
They're things you need before a hurricane comes along. We definitely have water. We do a little tuna in the zip pouches, so I think we're good. Are you guys ready?
We're good, yeah, but I don't get into the tuna until like it's desperate measures. You know what I mean? The storm's going. I'm eating Cheez-Its, Cheetos, queso. I mean, I'm not into the tuna just yet. You know, that's like electricity's out. You know, I've got like a cheese board set up. I'm eating popcorn, peanut M&Ms.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
I bought, because Brandon's birthday was last Friday, I did buy some junk food, like full-size Kit Kat bars, a case of them. And even the mini ones,
Kit Kats
too.
are good.
I know, they're really good. But we got also the party pack of Kit Kats that's white chocolate, strawberry, and regular. I know, it's strawberry.
Ew.
I used to go to Little Tokyo, and they would have strawberry and green tea Kit Kats.
Why are we messing with a Kit Kat?
I mean,
perfectly good Kit Kat.
I don't know.
Just stick with the regular.
Hey, did you hear this conversation that we were having? Actually, no, you didn't, because you were at the dentist this morning. You know, it's funny, we had our 9 a.m. Zoom meeting.
I did tell...
No one knew. You told the wrong person. No one knew. No one knew. We were like, is she okay?
Well, no one texted me. No one sent me a text saying, where are you?
Heather, you knew? Oh, no one told me. I just thought you were a no-show for the 9 a.m. meeting.
I'm on at 8:58 every morning.
I was deeply concerned. Well, anyway, so you missed this conversation. It was all about how people, you know, when you see someone, whether you know them well or not, you say like, hey, how are you?
Yes.
Or like, nice to meet you, and you exchange names. Well, so there is...
That I forget 2 seconds later.
Well, do you know why you forget the name?
Why?
It's because you never commit it to memory in the first place.
I never what?
You never commit it to memory.
Oh.
Commit it to memory.
So I just have to tell myself to commit it?
You just have to listen.
I am listening.
So when you say, how are you?
Right.
There's this idea out there that how are you are like the 3 most useless words ever.
Because you're really not asking.
It's a dumb phrase, because you're not really asking how someone is. You don't want to know how they are, and they're not really being honest with you. Well, some people.
Some people are real honest.
Have you ever met a dumper?
Oh.
That's what Lewis and I call them.
Dumper.
Oh, Lewis and I used to sit at the coffee shop every morning, and everyone, it was like, oh, that person's a dumper, avoid.
We always say, don't make eye contact.
Because there are some people out there, you know, like friends are there to help each other through hard times. Like, hey, how are you? Like, listen, I got to tell you, I have this rash and it is just not good news. And, you know, if it's an old friend and like you've been
or if
with
you're
them
having
through
a
the good
day,
times,
you know?
Or you're having a day, and it's okay. It's good. It's healthy.
Yes.
To share the ups and downs of life with people. But sometimes you encounter those people who are just always sharing the down.
Like
and,
the innards.
It's like the garbage truck that comes by and they just want to dump all over you.
Yes.
They don't care about you. They don't ever say like, Courtney, how are you? How are the kids? Oh, they're
No,
back
they
in
never
school.
ask.
They're not in school. They don't ask because they don't care, because all they want to do is dump all over you. And after a while, that gets exhausting, right?
Yes.
That's a conversation for another day. But this whole idea that when you're like, hey, nice to meet you, how are you?
Right.
It has become so transactional, it's such a throwaway that, again, you're not saying how are you because you want to know how someone is.
Right.
And when you say, hi, nice to meet you, my name's Derek, my name's Courtney, you don't even listen because it's just a formality.
And you're so used to saying it, right?
Just to get it out of the way.
Okay. So what should we say? How's your day? No, don't say anything. You just say hi and don't engage?
I don't know. The study I read didn't
tell you what
have
to do.
A lot of
yeah.
solutions.
Well, it's really interesting because you're right. I mean, how are you? And sometimes I say that just to make sure, you know, if you're checking out or somebody doesn't say hello to you in line somewhere, and I say, hi, how are you? How's your day? You know, to like pull them into a conversation of like customer service.
Oh, like the checker at the grocery store comes by and they start grabbing your stuff and they don't even look at you. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I get it where it's just sort of filler. Now it's just kind of coming out and we're just saying it and it's just filler and no one's really listening or caring, right? Is that what it's saying?
I know. Well, the way people interact, I think it's so fascinating when you're just meeting someone, right? Or maybe you've known them for a long time, right? I will actually read my card right now. So it says, the person asking you, how are you, doesn't really want to know, The person responding doesn't tell the truth, and it's a lost opportunity and meaningless exchange. So according to Harvard research, to make the most out of small talk, you should ask the person follow-up questions.
To what they're saying. But if you, okay. What's a follow-up question to, my name's Derek.
Well, let's try it. Let's try it.
Hi, Derek, how are you?
You know, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine as well. Your day going well?
It is going just fine. How about your day?
It's good.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Well, very nice. Well, I have other things to do, and
Okay,
I'm
bye.
bored, so bye-bye. Bye now.
I mean, I get it, the filler conversation, and sometimes, you know what I cannot stand, though?
What?
Is when you say, how are you, to someone, and they answer, and they don't ask back.
Oh.
That bugs.
Well, that happens a lot, too. That definitely happened a lot, too, where someone, you know, there are plenty of people, again, out there. How many times have you been in a work function, a church function, whatever, a cocktail party on the rocks, at the coffee shop, and someone is, again, like the dumper. There are negative dumpers who just want to tell you all their problems, and then there are like influencer dumpers who just want to talk about themselves and post photos of themselves all day, and they don't ask you a question because they don't care about anyone else. They just want to like tell someone how fabulous their vacation was.
And about their life.
Yeah.
I have an interesting story for another day on that too. Yeah, that's good.
I think we have a viewer comment, I'm being told, from our viewer Liz. I use my standard good old Southern phrase of bless your heart.
Yes, Liz.
Even if it doesn't apply in the conversation.
I love it.
Oh.
And so that is a good one, because I love doing that sometimes too, especially if somebody's kind of being like snarky to you, because they don't really know what to say to that. And it's sort of like, fill in the blank. Bless your heart.
It is a little condescending, though.
I know, and sometimes it works. It's great. I love it. But how do you get out of an awkward conversation? I know how I do it.
We've talked about this before on the show.
I just leave.
It's so true.
I ghost. I'm out.
You've ghosted me before sometimes. Courtney and I will be at an event, some dumper comes by, and the moment they start dumping, literally Courtney's like, oh wow, that chandelier.
I know, but here's the thing, I find an opportunity and I stick with it. That's just it, I find it. Come back.
I'm not coming
sweet
back.
Derek. Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
I'm getting another drink.
On the rocks, I hope.
Another quad espresso. No, it's true. You have this gift of being able to just walk away. And I have this curse from my very kind mother. I learned this, that you just stand there for 8 hours
and
until
listen,
the person
my mom is the same way, though. She will stand and talk to anybody, you know, and listen. But I just can't, because I think maybe because I'm thinking about, oh, Lord, I got to get out of here. And then I don't even remember her name. I don't know who's talking. I don't know anything. I'm out. I find like the breath, boom.
You know what the irony of all ironies is, too? When some dumper comes along, they talk your ear off forever, right? Whether it's 10 minutes or it's 10 hours. It feels like
I know what you're going to say.
And then they're like, oh, well, I really need to be going. It was so nice catching up with you.
Yeah,
great seeing.
I got to go.
And you're like, I had to go 10 hours ago, and I couldn't get out of the conversation.
And catching up. You asked me nothing.
You monologued at me for 10 minutes.
Cheers to our empty cup.
There you go. Lack of self-awareness. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I mean, during Corona, 2020 has been the year to really highlight that.
I love it.
All over social media, too. Okay, I promise we're going to
get it together. We're going to get our act together.
Is my act not together?
No, it is. It's totally good. But I'm saying, like, back on track. We got to talk about Storm.
You're just saying this to make me feel better.
I'm not. I'm not.
Is anyone else confused?
Just read the words.
Are we actually on TV right now?
No.
3:19 p.m. Okay, let's chat about today's show. We're really going to shift gears now. Are you ready to weather the storm? Such a critical question. A Houston firefighter will share storm safety tips to help us prepare for Hurricane Laura.
But first, Lauren Kelly is live at HEB in the Heights with some of the best hurricane season essentials you're going to want to stock up on. And clearly, she's in the meat department.
Yeah, and as we go to break, here's today's Tip Tuesday from 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating of Houston.
Houseplants in your home home, make for great decor, but have you ever considered the other benefits of having these plants? Some can actually help to improve the air quality in your home.
You know, that is so true. Your houseplants can act as natural air purifiers by removing toxins like formaldehyde and benzene from your home. Look for plants like the Boston fern or the spider plant.
And the peace lily is great for spaces without furry friends. Keep in mind the peace lily is toxic to pets.
Yeah, check that toxic plant list before buying one. And if you are looking to further improve your indoor air quality efforts beyond getting new houseplants, contact the professionals at 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating of Houston.
Or visit their website at onehourhoustonac.com. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Here in the Houston area, as we all prepare for Hurricane Laura, HEB is doing everything they can to keep stores open and those shelves stocked.
Lauren Kelly is live from the Heights location, one of my favorites, to run through a few last-minute items you may need. Lauren, I know you're in the meat section, but we have to remember that brisket, only 2, girl.
There's a limit.
Right here, you guys, it is no joke having a hurricane in Texas because there is a limit on the brisket. You guys saw the tweet over the weekend. Our news department talked all about the supplies that HEB has. They are fully stocked, by the way. But like you said, only 2 brisket per person, but they've got plenty of brisket. No worries about that. We're here today to talk about the essential items for the hurricane season that you can find right here at HEB. And I'm here with a good friend of mine, Lacey Dalcour-Salas. She is the manager of public affairs for HEB Houston. You've been so kind to us in many years past. I wanted to bring you on and talk about some of these typical essential items that HEB is fully stocked with.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, you know, we love being the hometown grocer. This is Texas, so yes, we make sure we have our meats in stock at all times. But there's also that preparedness factor, right? If we ever get into a pinch, know that HEB will be here for you, but we also want to be here for you with the products that you need. So when we talk about preparedness, think shelf stable, think things that can stay good for a long time, and they're pretty normal. So things like canned goods, you can't go wrong with, candles, batteries, ice. Stock up on those things. And when we say stock up at HEB, we say take what you need and leave some for your neighbor. We're Texans helping Texans, so don't hoard so there's enough for everyone, but we work very closely with our suppliers and our vendors to make sure we have what you need in stock to stay prepared.
Absolutely. So things like beef jerky, maybe the canned meats and soups are also great items to have.
Exactly. And then if you want to have a little bit of fun, there's cookies. I mean, I would limit the amount we're taking on our HEB cookies, right?
Stealing Courtney's phrase there.
You've got ice and water, and then also for your kiddos, think about diapers and wipes for your children, and then for our 4-legged friends, stock up on pet items. We have that as well. We just want to make sure we're your one-stop shop for anything you need when it comes to emergency preparedness.
So, Lacey, aside from the typical essential items, you have a few of those fun items. You've got the ginormous wine and beer selection here at HEB, which is a great way to pass time because if your power goes out, guess what? You're going to have more conversation with your significant other and your children, right?
Exactly. And, I mean, most people probably wouldn't find it surprising that we see a spike in beer and wine sales during hurricanes, but we've got you covered. Don't forget, you can get 10% off when you buy 6 or more. But yeah, we have all of those extra things there in case you're quarantined for quite a while. So make it fun. Don't just do your normal canned goods, but snack up on the unique and different things that maybe you haven't tried before. And there's so many unique items at HEB.
You know what else you guys have a ginormous selection of is cheeses. And hey, cheese is already a mold, so it's going to last for quite some time, right?
I'm loving that joke, Lauren. Absolutely. Almost every one of our stores has over 300 kinds of cheeses, so the choice is yours.
Absolutely. Well, HEB is always so wonderful to us. You're keeping stocked as you can, and you're going to keep your doors open as long as you can. The main message is everybody stay safe, stay prepared, and you can do it right here at HEB with tons and tons of products. Lacey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You stay safe. Derek and Courtney, back to you guys.
Safe and stocked up. Lauren Kelly, thanks so much for that.
Great job. We'll be right back with some viewer comments. Y'all, we are dying over here. We'll be right back. Oh, welcome back to Houston Life. We love when you, the viewer, gets involved in our conversation. We're talking about like how to get out of these awkward conversations sometimes.
And so many of the comments we can't actually...
we can't say.
We can't say.
I've gotten some really funny ones. The coffee cup one, I love it. Okay, so let's start with Penny. And Penny, what I love about this Penny, is that you are direct, you are firm. She says, be honest. Tell them it's none of their business.
Oh, Penny, you are bold. You and Courtney are very, very similar. Darren, you write in. He always says, how about them Astros?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. A nice, blatant change of subject.
Yes, I love it. And Carrie says, I literally just say, this just got awkward, but carry on.
One of the pieces of advice that I received too, oh, looks like we're still going. Jason worked at Starbucks for 12 years. Quad espresso over ice is the standard, but a mature and seasoned barista, oh, I like where you're going.
Yes.
Knows what on the rocks actually means. I'm assuming that's what the rest of that
It did, and
said.
he sort of said, like, shaking my head at the young people these days.
Oh, amateurs.
I know. I love a good drink on the rocks, whether it's Starbucks or vodka. I don't care.
Thank you for backing me up. See, I knew that I wasn't alone in this.
I know. Okay, so but I still love that you roll into Starbucks and say that. It makes me laugh, and I did not know that about you, so I have a fun fact now. Okay, we have one more to get to, and this is Battle Red Geek, and he says, is this what happens when the teleprompter breaks?
Ooh, I don't know what you mean. Do you mean our whole show? Yes. Do you mean this moment at 3:30 or the entire show?
I don't know. Silence. Awkward
One of our
silence.
staff members actually came down last week when we changed times to 3 p.m. And after the show, she was like, oh, wow, you really just do sort of not read any sort of scripts. You just sit
nothing in there,
There's
huh?
nothing to read. Yeah, it's true.
It is true.
We are. So one of the best pieces of advice that Lewis, remember my friend Lewis from
Love
LA,
Lewis.
the coffee shop. We love Lewis. He's so great. And he's the one who, you know, we'd avoid the dumpers at the coffee shop. But one of the best pieces of advice he has ever given me, and he's also given me some great pieces of advice, including coming to work for Houston Life. When he found, he's like, you have to move to Houston and do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
You have to go.
So the way you get out of an awkward conversation is to say, I hate to cut this short.
Absolutely. We're going to check in with Keith and Christine now in the newsroom. Well, welcome back. During hurricane season, it's important to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And for many people, some of the most helpful resources are right here at our fingertips.
That's right. Tech expert Nick Wolney is sharing the 5 must-have apps to help get us through the storm. Nick, perfect timing for you on the show today. Welcome back to Houston Life. And let's just jump right in because I know we have a lot of territory to cover. The Nextdoor app, this is something that helps connect your neighbors.
Yeah, Nextdoor is a great app. It's a great alternative to Facebook groups. What we know is that a problem about the Facebook algorithm is that important updates can get buried because you're following pages, you're following profiles, you're in groups. So with Nextdoor, you and your neighbors can create a little social network, in a sense, on your own app. It's a way to just keep in touch with your neighbors. It's become popular even during the pandemic and checking in on the elderly that live in your neighborhood. And it would be a great app to download prior to the storm arriving.
It
this
really
was
is, yeah.
helpful during Harvey because when 911 was unavailable, people were able to be rescued by their neighbors.
That's right. We're not expecting a surge of 911 calls, but if you have a situation where you can't get in touch with a first responder for some reason, this can be a great alternative to just let your neighbors know of what's going on.
And it's great to have that right at our fingertips, as we said. Another one, which I think is really great, it's sort of this walkie-talkie style app, and this one's called Zello.
Zello, yes, rhymes with hello, easy to remember. And with Zello, you're basically turning your phone into a walkie-talkie in real time. Zello's advantage is that it is really, really quick. It's quicker than texting, it's quicker than phone calls. And if you are in some sort of emergency situation where you actually need to have walkie-talkie speed when it comes to communicating with someone in order to relay important information, this is going to be a great way to have that available on your phone if you need it, but not be burdened with an additional device if you don't.
And that's incredible that it can pick up a radio frequency. So just in case the cell towers are down, Zello still works. Let's move on to the FEMA app. And this is great to get the latest information.
Yeah, it's important to solve for how you're going to get regular updates about what is going on with the storm. And I think that the FEMA app is going to be a great neutral option for you. You can enable push notifications specifically for that app. So if you're someone who likes to minimize push notifications so that you can stay focused throughout the day, this might be an app that you want to enable those push notifications on so that you can get those real-time updates as the hurricane inches closer to Houston.
And one other thing, Nick, you also recommend Space City Weather. It's not an app, but a great resource.
Yeah, it's a locally owned website. They give forecasts in writing 2 to 3 times a day. Just think about it as Houston's weather blog. They try to be as rigorous and authoritative as possible. And so in addition to KPRC, of course, it's a great option just to keep yourself as informed as possible about all the different potential things that are happening.
We'll put that check in the mail, Nick. Good plug. We like that. Okay, also, this is one that I use a lot, Gas Buddy, and this is a really great app. I know Amy Davis, our consumer reporter here at KPRC, talks about this one too.
Yeah, I think it's important to think about not only what is going to happen during the storm, but also in the days after the storm. What we know from previous storms that have rolled through is that some roads are closed for days at a time. And so, if you need to potentially get to a different location and you're low on gas, or, your usual stop is suddenly not available for some reason, then this can be a quick solution that will allow you to not get yourself stranded during an emergency situation.
Yeah, so helpful. And as people are finding themselves reviewing those evacuation routes, if you do need to leave and you find yourself in an unfamiliar part of town or the state, then that app will help a lot, that Gas Buddy app. Okay, Red Cross, this is really critical because it provides first aid information for humans and for pets as well.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to perhaps end up in some sort of emergency situation. And I think what's important for Houstonians to do is to be prepared that emergency responders may not be able to reach you as rapidly as they normally would be able to. And so why not have the instructions from the Red Cross available in your pocket at any time, online, offline, so that if you do get into some situation where you need to help another person or a furry friend, then you're going to have all the instructions that you need in order to do that effectively.
And this app is fully available even if you go offline or your phone goes offline.
That's correct.
Okay, very nice. Nick Walney, tech expert. We got to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time. Stay safe.
Thanks for having me.
And to our viewers, if you would like to connect with Nick, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv.
And after the break, are you ready to weather the storm? We're going to share storm safety tips from a Houston firefighter to help you prepare. That's coming up next. Well, welcome back. As Hurricane Laura looms closer, many may be wondering if they're really ready for the worst, actually prepared.
That's exactly right. Community Volunteer Fire Department Public Information Officer Lieutenant Chris Parent is here to share how their team is preparing and what we can all do ahead of the hurricane. And just a bit of history about this Community Volunteer Fire Department, established April 12th, 1971. Courtney, I didn't realize they're just about 50 years old.
Absolutely. It's also made up of part-time employees from municipal fire departments, also volunteers, and there's 4 stations staffed and ready to respond at all times. Of course, they have the fire, EMS, and also rescue, which is always big when we talk about hurricane preparedness during this time. We do want to welcome Lieutenant Chris Parent, the CVFD Public Information Officer. Thanks so much for joining us on Houston Life.
Oh, thanks for having us. We're excited to be here.
Now, I know as we get to learning more about Hurricane Laura, we just kind of gave the history of the department. Are you guys on standby, or what's kind of happening with your department right now?
Yeah, so we opened up our emergency operations center, and we're picking up and preparing for the storm. So you'll see some of our boats and our high water vehicles behind me here, and all of these are being thoroughly checked, making sure that they're operational, full of gas, life jackets on everything we need, and we're going to have 24/7 staffing for our emergency operations center until the storm's through.
And Lieutenant, essentially in any sort of emergency preparedness situation, you guys have a checklist, things that we want to be sure that we do and take care of ahead of time, but you also have things that we should not do in the middle of a storm like this. Let's start with the things we do want to do, starting with protecting our property.
That's right. So with the storm coming in, it still has an uncertain path, but Houston's very much in the possibility of where it could hit. And this is a huge storm. A Category 3 is a severe storm and could cause very devastating damage. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that all of your things outside, which may blow and hit your house, are taken inside or secured appropriately. You also may want to consider boarding up your windows, which may be broken due to projectiles being blown with the hurricane force winds.
And what not to do, because I think this is something that we need to stress, and that begins with basically hoarding and panic buying.
That's right. So The toilet paper you can let up on. That's not gonna. You're not gonna use any more of it during the storm than you would at any other time. But make sure that you're buying the appropriate amount of resources for you and your family. So typically, you're going to want about 3 to 5 days worth of supplies, non-perishable items that you could use if your electricity goes out. But you don't need anything beyond that. We'll be able to maintain supplies and get the supply chain back in order before then.
And I know y'all want to get this out. We see the video of people swimming, walking, wading through high water. Here's your soapbox, Lieutenant, when and if the high water does come through someone's neighborhood.
That's right. So the saying that we typically hear is you want to shelter from the winds and run from the water. But what you want to do is you want to evacuate before that water gets high. So if you're in a flood-prone area, if your house is flooded in Harvey or Memorial Day or Tax Day and some of those other floods that we've had, it's time to seek shelter in a safe place or have that plan that you can get to before the storm arrives. But if that water starts coming into your house, one of the other things we see people do is they'll actually climb up in the attic, which is a really bad place to be because you don't have a window, you don't have a door, or any way of egress, and we're not able to see you from there. And you end up being stuck in there.
My goodness. Lieutenant Chris Parent, thanks so much for your time. We got to leave it there, but stay safe, and thanks for the advice as well.
All right, thank you for having us.
And we're going to have all of Chris's storm safety tips and more on our website.
And Houston Life will be right back. Well, it is 3:58 p.m. now. That hour went by very quickly, didn't it?
Zippity-doo-dah, yeah.
And we've been getting some really, really funny comments. Thank you guys so much for sending us some nice notes and some funny ones. I did receive a tweet from someone named the Coffee Queen, Tia Coffee Queen. She says this: as a specialty trainer for the Specialty Coffee Association of America, and founder of women-owned American Woman Coffee. I've never heard of either of those, but they sound very great. She has never heard the term on the rocks.
But it's a new thing.
But she says she loves it, and can she borrow it moving forward in training? I'm telling you, I should have trademarked it.
I know. Darn it, is there still time?
No.
Everything's better on the rocks, honey.
Amen to that.